miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Rico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the first down for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Divine Diablo there to make the play. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. His pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Getting into
that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it, so we're able to move forward.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Penix. Quick throw, taken in. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Penix. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And and it gets his team a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And despite a nice juke, they're going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, here's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Former third overall pick, Quinton Williams. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. They'll send their tight end left. Now Penix on third and long. Rolling to the left. And he'll take it on in. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta. Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Falcons have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Devontae Turpin on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Kill it forward for maybe a yard. Divine Diablo there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, 40 cents, boy. Hey, kill. Here we go, bonus 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. They convert in style there. Big play on fourth and long.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Dak to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. One here. Here we go, going to 54, going to 50, 47. Here we go, kill.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Hey, kill.
Now Dak on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On play action, Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Donovan is a raccoon. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Falcons with the early lead. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a give up the middle. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Quinn Williams there to make the play.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
To return, it is Turpin. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Dak. To the former Cal Bear, deep Tunges. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brings up third down.
we go, 46. Here we go, kill. 26.
Dak facing third and long. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
And they're on the 45-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
First down, Falcons.
From the gun, here is Penix. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And the ball's incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Falcon first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
14. Cowboys, nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Yeah! 480.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. 26.
Pistol back for Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And the Falcons are going to take over just shy of midfield. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Penix. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Penix. Forced, and he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Caleb on Jason, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On second down, Penix. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Third and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Kill! Yeah, here we go! Here we go, 46! Here we go, go to 54, go to 54.
Dak can throw here on first down. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a Big 8. It's a deep post route. But the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
He's going to try it here again. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break and come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And you'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch it's second
It's a
down.
gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Ifeatu Melifonwu. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
Intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, tip line, hey. Hey, kill.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll play action. It's Prescott. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end. Man he was looking for there. Now they'll be looking at third and goal.
Here we go, 47. Yeah! Here we go, Friday. 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Tonjes. Touchdown, Dallas. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8, and is past the 40-yard line.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. They'll stick with him again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
From the gun, it's Penix. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Third and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
To the ground, a first down run. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's going to look, for the home run ball. And this will be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Third and long. Now Penix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Handoff, Gibbs running left. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup in second and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a second and 7. Back to throw is Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big connection from Dak to CD. 37 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Prescott. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
9 yards from the end zone for second down and goal. Prescott now. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. That's a defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Third and goal for Prescott. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys cuts the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. some deposited yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run. It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
Second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll take this down inside for 35. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Man in motion, head to left. Plant. It's Penix. That is caught to the goal line and in. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. That is second touchdown now here in the season opener. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Falcons will extend this third quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Then we're going. Yeah, there we go. I think. Wide eight. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On first and 10, Prescott. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better. He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is third and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. A quick slap taken by Lamb. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And his offense is going to be all set up with a extend their lead.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And he's in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Just a great way to finish off the drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter.
Hey, kill!
On to the fourth quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he'll work his way down to the 32-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on third down, and they just can't make a play.
Pistol now for Prescott. Now a screen set up for Blue. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
47. Yeah! 26.
On play action. Here's Dak. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals. Like, they love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end going in motion here. You're going to go play action with Penix. To the left side, and it is caught by Bannon. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. On the move left. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
On the play fake. Down. This one is caught by Cooper. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
At the 37-yard line.
We're going to 53.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he'll take it on in. Devontae Turpin. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
17. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And the Cowboys are going to take possession.
Texas pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Yeah, I kill. All right, 26.
First down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Here we go, 46.
For the Cowboys. First down.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed to his left. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Play fake. Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A huge play for Dallas. 56 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Here's first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. All right, 8. 26.
Now Prescott. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
Here we go. Hey, 47. All right, 8. 26.
On third down, Prescott. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
So, it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Yeah.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Hey.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see about me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all my hot girls yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em
hey,
out.
all the dope boys yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
hey, front to back gay yelling,
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still